Hello drama lovers. When the internet whispers, fans lean closer. But when an agency finally speaks, the entire story shifts. Tonight, the silence surrounding Esther Yu and He has officially been broken. One short statement, a few carefully chosen words, and suddenly, one of the most debated dating rumors in Asian entertainment feels dangerously real. So the question isn't whether something is happening anymore. It's what they're still not telling us. For weeks, maybe even months, the names Esther Yu and He have lived side by side in trending searches. Not because of a drama announcement. Not because of a variety show collaboration. But because fans noticed something different. It started quietly. Matching schedules. Overlapping timelines. A familiar silhouette spotted at the same private location, just hours apart. At first, fans laughed it off. Coincidence, they said. But coincidences don't repeat themselves this many times. Esther Yu, the bubbly icon of love between fairy and devil, the girl who made millions fall in love with her chaotic charm, has always worn her emotions openly. He, on the other hand, is calm, composed, almost unreadable. Two completely different energies. And yet, somehow, perfectly balanced. As clips began circulating, the fandom split in two. One side desperately protecting Esther's privacy. The other side connecting dots that felt impossible to ignore. Then came the photos. Blurry. Unconfirmed. But powerful enough to send Weibo into a frenzy. Still, no confirmation. No denial. Just silence. And in this industry, silence is never empty. It's strategic. But last night, everything changed. With one carefully worded response, Esther Yu's agency finally acknowledged the situation. They didn't confirm a relationship. They didn't deny it either. Instead, they said they were aware of the rumors and asked the public to respect the artist's private life. To casual viewers, it sounded harmless. To fans, it sounded like a door quietly left open. And once that door opens, there's no turning back. But this statement wasn't the end of the story. It was only the beginning. Because what came next made fans question everything they thought they knew. Transition. And as the agency's words echoed across social media, attention shifted away from the statement itself and toward the moments they never addressed. After the agency spoke, fans did what fans do best. They went back. They rewatched. They reanalyzed everything. Suddenly, moments that once felt ordinary felt loaded with meaning. An interview where Esther paused just a second too long when asked about her ideal type. A behind-the-scenes clip where He smiled at a comment that had nothing to do with him unless it did. Even their friends became part of the puzzle. Similar captions. Cryptic emojis. Photos uploaded, then quietly deleted. This wasn't just shipping culture anymore. This felt personal. What made the rumor hit harder was how uncharacteristic the response was. Usually, agencies in C-end are quick to shut things down. Firm. Clear. Almost cold. But this time, the wording was soft. Protective. Almost gentle. Fans began asking a new question. If this is completely false, why not just say so? The theory that began spreading wasn't about publicity. It wasn't about clout. It was about timing. Esther Yu is at a delicate point in her career, balancing global popularity, brand deals, and a fiercely loyal fandom. He is rising fast, his image still being carefully shaped. Could this be real but not yet allowed to be real? And then there was the emotional layer fans couldn't ignore. Esther has always been expressive, but recently, something felt different. Quieter smiles. More thoughtful pauses. Less chaos, more calm. Fans who've followed her for years noticed it instantly. "You only change like that," one comment read, "when someone grounds you." Whether that's true or not, the emotional shift is undeniable. And that's why this rumor refuses to die. Because it doesn't feel manufactured. It feels human. Transition. But if this story is really about two people quietly choosing each other, then the final piece isn't in photos or statements. It's in what this moment means for fans. Dating rumors in Asian entertainment aren't just gossip. They're battlegrounds. Between image and authenticity. Between public fantasy and private reality. For idols and actors like Esther Yu, love isn't just emotional, it's political. Every relationship becomes a negotiation with fans, brands, and expectations. And that's what makes this moment so heavy. Because fans aren't just asking, "Are they dating?" They're asking, "If they are, will we still be allowed to love her the same way?" The truth is, many fans say they support Esther's happiness. But support becomes complicated when imagination meets reality. That's why the agency's silence feels intentional. It's buying time. Letting emotions settle. Letting fans slowly adjust to a possibility they weren't prepared for. And maybe that's the most respectful choice they could make. Because real love doesn't always need a press release. Sometimes it just needs space. Whether Esther Yu and Yu are together or not, one thing is clear. This story touched something deeper than gossip. It reminded fans that behind the perfect visuals and curated personas, there are real hearts at stake. And once you see that, it's impossible to look away. Transition. So as the noise fades and the truth remains just out of reach, one final question lingers. Maybe one day, they'll confirm it. Maybe they never will. But this moment, this quiet tension between denial and truth will be remembered. Because it wasn't about catching a couple. It was about witnessing a shift where fans began choosing empathy over entitlement. Where curiosity softened into concern. Where love for an artist started to mean letting go of control. If Esther Yu is in love,